Do you think there is still a problem with race in this country, in sport? Or?
Of course there is. I get called the N-word on a weekly basis. Issues of race are an everyday thing for everybody. If you're a black or brown person in this country, you will have faced discrimination. I can't get a taxi in Trafalgar Square after dark. I wear a lot of suits, nice suits too, and I can't get a taxi in Trafalgar Square after dark. Now, either people think I'm some kind of Godzilla-like monster who might rip up the back of their taxi, or there's something else at play there. So yeah, football is a part of society. Society still has issues of race. Football is particular and special in a bad way because they exploit the expertise and abilities and skills of minorities and then halt their progress. It's if I was going to be inflammatory, I would say it's a plantation mentality where football knows where black people are good, and that is on the field, ostensibly picking cotton. But they don't want them to come up to the big house. I mean, think about it. In football in this country, you've got to either have a knighthood, Sir Trevor Phillips, or be a peer, Lord Ousley, to be a black person involved in sport at the highest level, in football at the highest level. It's pretty radical if you have to be a knight or a lord in order to get a seat at the table. So shouldn't be surprising that we don't have any black coaches, managers.
Are there any sports, do you think, football could learn from?
Basketball in the NBA in America, and which is far from free of its issues, but the players' union is far more powerful and willing to be interventionist and stand its ground and demand change, and that is why you see 50%, I think a little bit more than 50% of black coaches in the NBA right now. It's why the development program for players is, as it is, pretty extensive. Why there's a week-long induction for players transitioning into the league from college. It's a whole different scheme of things in terms of the education and the process around developing the sport. It can be done, it's just a question of people don't want to, really.